So you guys asked me for the networking tips for live events or, not online. Okay, the previous video was how to network online, and I guess it did add some value to some of you. So now you guys asked me, okay, how do you do it live? So in this video, I'll give you how some of the basic techniques I have followed in terms of networking in real life situations. Now mind you, today I don't go for all these conferences, seminars, and I don't go, but there was a time where I used to go meet people, network with people. Now just like you, I had nobody to guide me. I had to read books. Those days there was no much of internet and social media, no LinkedIn. So, and even if there was, it was not as popular as it is today. Okay, so when I would go for an event, obviously, there are so many people, and now I'll tell you one thing. You don't go to an event to eat food, okay? This is the mistake I used to make. And I think many of our Indians and Pakistanis, and especially in the UAE, in the Middle East, they go to these events to eat food. I used to do that once upon a time. I used to go to these events to eat food and free drink, and I was so happy. Oh, very nice, delicious food. Oh, this was me in my 20s. You need to understand, I came from a poor family. I came from a poor background, and this good food was like, wow, food. And I used to be the first one at the buffet counter, and and sometimes the organizers used to look at me like, what the fuck is this guy eating everything, what? In fact, some of the people, if they were organizing an event, they knew me. They were kind, elder than me. Come, Loy. Even though I was not part of the event, come, join us for food. And I was very happy. The puffs and chocolates, and so please, the first thing I'm telling you is, if you're planning to go to a networking event, you're not going there for food, for free food and drink. Okay, that's number one. The second thing is, keep in mind, even if you eat, don't eat anything that would leave stains or be smelly, or if you're networking, if you're come there to network, okay, because the last thing you need is a stain on your shirt or your tie or somewhere which distracts. Or let's say you eat something that is, especially like Indian food, if it has a strong smell, your mouth will smell of onions and garlics. So you don't want that. In fact, this was the strangest thing I ever saw, which made me realize these rich people, successful people, they are different from us. They think and their habits are different from us. Like, I remember, I think this was a Chinese or Korean company, I'm not too sure. Not Chinese, Japanese or Korean company. The CEO, I'm trying to figure out, is it Sony or which one? Can't get the exact. I was into events. Okay, I was into events and doing events, and they're also, in the production stuff, you can sneak out stuff from the buffet, pay the waiter. Waiter, if he's your friend, he'll give you food. But however, when VIPs come there, we have to behave like our best. So obviously we were looking at all the VIPs. These guys had come from Japan, high-level delegation, and the sheikhs were there. And, so we were standing. I was standing near the, sound and lights. I was an assistant. So when this guy came, the Japanese or the Korean or whatever, high-level delegation, they were said, please come for the food. So the food was amazing. Oh my goodness, prawns, crabs, there's that. Because they're VIPs, no? My mouth was watering. I was like, lucky bastard, he's going to eat. This guy was slightly old. He went to the buffet counter, and to my shock and surprise, he went to the salad bar. Okay, obviously first is salad bar. He took little salad, like cucumbers and green leaves. That's it. And then he walked. I was like, huh? What? I thought, okay, maybe first round. He went, he took his salad, he went there. I was paying attention to that VIP table. All the big shots were there. And he finished. After he finished, he just had a little bit of, I don't know, drink, what it was. I don't know if it was alcohol, but I don't think. But he drank something, and after that finished. The waiters took. I was waiting him to come to the second round, or he didn't come. In fact, some people in his table, they just went and took one sweet, small sweet. That's it. He didn't touch the food at all. I was like, what the fuck is this? I mean, such amazing, delicious food. Aren't you going to fucking eat? For me, I was like, fuck this. I'm not eating salad. You eat salad. I'll eat all the rest. But that incident stayed in my head. And I never understood this until very, very late. I thought maybe his age and all this and that. But I understood at a very late stage in my life that, these guys who are successful and rich, and it's not that they don't eat food. They do eat food. But when they come to an event, they don't come there to eat food. They maintain that discipline, the decorum, the decision to, I'm here for a purpose. I achieve the food, everything. I'll do it privately. I was like, when I thought about it many years later, it was a principle I myself followed. I would look at the food and nice. If I really wanted to eat, maybe I'd eat a very small piece, but it was not a priority. I was there at the event, not to eat food and drink. So this is the first principle I'll give you, the first most important principle. Don't go to an event to bloody eat and drink and slobber yourself with food. In fact, one of the recommended tips I'll give you is, if you are taking something, take it to accompany or join the person who you want to network with. Let's say he's eating a full-fledged meal. Like I said, see, there's no fault in eating, but you're there to network, right? So take a little bit and sit there and pay attention. Let them talk. Or if they are relaxed, and just be a listener. Make your presence felt. And I'll tell you, that is the smartest way to do it. And yes, obviously it shouldn't look like you're just there to take few salads, because then they'll ask you, aren't you eating anything? So if you have to take something and you're joining them on the table, take something very, very little, and be mindful that gravy curry can fall. Be aware of the fact that you don't want your mouth to smell. Be aware of the fact that what is your purpose, why you come there. I would say without a doubt, this is the first most important thing I tell people. You're not there at the event to eat food. You're not there to fill your stomach. Unless, of course, you are like me, the typical Indian mentality who goes there to eat food. Oh, delicious, nice, food, in fact, I tell people, if you're that hungry and this food is there, you book, come next time and order that food in that same restaurant or hotel. When the event is over, just order. It'll save you so much time, headache, and there you can eat and put all curry and smell of curry. But don't do it at the networking event. And remember, use food to join the table, to join the group that you want to join. So this, before I even start, this is the first most important tip, okay, in a live event. Now I'll give you the the rest, because I think this is one area which distracts a lot of our Indians. Indians, Pakistanis, Asians. Okay, so don't be hungry. Let's move on to the second point.